Welcome back to another episode of Math with Dr. War. In today's lesson, we're going to look at L.C.M and G.C.F word problems. These are basic mathematics topics on the GED exam, and you cannot use a calculator. In a previous video, I showed the mechanics of using the latter method to find L.C.M and G.C.F. Now, because these are word problems, you're going to have to figure out whether your problem is L.C.M, least common multiple, or G.C.F, greatest common factor. Sometimes in a word problem, they're going to say, find the least common multiple, or greatest common factor. But that is very rare. So let's take a look at some keywords and phrases that will help you identify what type of problem you are dealing with. Now, if you have a least common multiple problem, you're going to know by keywords and phrases. If the situation is occurring or happening again and again, and the keyword here at the same time, it is LCM. The L in LCM represents least. So if you see the word least or smallest or minimum, that tells you you're dealing with LCM. Also, if you see the word first or next. In your problem, if the situation is repeating over and over, meaning that it's cyclic, is LCM. If you have multiple items, LCM. When both will meet again, or when both will be equal, that signifies you have LCM. Greatest common factor, remember the F, which means factor, means divide. Therefore, if you're splitting or sharing anything, it is G.C.F. If you're dividing or cutting into pieces where you have no leftovers, that is G.C.F. You also know G.C.F. if you're arranging anything into groups or you're trying to figure out how many people to invite. Again, the G in G.C.F. stands for greatest. Therefore, if you see the word greatest or largest or maximum, those are your key words that you're looking at a greatest common factor problem. Let's look at some examples. In the first few problems we're not going to solve, we just want to identify whether you have an LCM or GCF word problem. So the first question says, Kyle has 120 crayons and 30 pieces of paper to give to his friends at a party. What is the largest number of friends he can have at the party so that each get equal number of crayons and equal number of paper? Now, because I saw the word largest, I know that that goes with greatest, so this is a GCF. Also, because they wanted everyone to get equal numbers where nothing is left over, was also a clue that we're dealing with GCF. Rosa is making a game board that is 20 inches by 65 inches. She wants to use square tiles. What is the largest tile she can use? Because they said largest, that is your clue. You're dealing with GCF. A radio station gave away a $100 bill for every 100th caller. Every 30th caller received free concert tickets. How many callers must get through before one of them receives both a coupon and a concert ticket? Now, because they said both, that is my keyword that this is LCM. Another keyword for me is every. I notice every time I see this every in my word problem, it goes with LCM. Two bikers are riding a circular path. The first rider completes a round. The second rider completes a round in 18 minutes. If they both started at the same place and time and go in the same direction, how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? So because we want to know after how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point is our clue that we're dealing with LCM.